بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Thank you everyone for coming to GCC Majors. This is the first tournament of this name. Our fans who know us from KOF GCC would have come to our previous tournaments. Those who joined us in Dubai, in Qatar, in Oman, and who have come again, thank you very much for your support. Those who are joining us for the first time, again, thank you very much for the support. We really appreciate your trust. We appreciate your joining us here, and I'm pretty sure you'll all have a great time at this event. بتكلم عربي بس حياكم الله جميعا في البطولة. GCC Majors البحرين، اسمها الجديد جراند GCC على قولة البعض. كنا KOF GCC، يمكن تعرفونا بالاسم اللي قبلي. بدينا احنا ببطولات KOF. الحمد لله استمر نمو، شفنا نجاح كبير لبطولات KOF، وعندنا من منظمينا ومن الكوميونيتيز مالنا ناس يلعبون العاب ثانيه، فضمينا لها الالعاب الثانيه. الحين احنا معنا هالمره ستريت فايتر، ومعنا سماش، معنا قلت جير. ما هان علينا ان KOF تحصل هالنمو الحمد لله في الكوميونتي وفي الحضور، وان ما نشارك هالشيء الكوميونيتيز الثانيه. لهالسبب احنا استمرينا في هالشيء، وفي النهايه احنا كلنا كوميونتي واحد. I was talking about the history of KOF GCC and why we changed to Grand GCC. It's contagious. GCC Majors is because we found that all the other communities also need the love or attention of having a tournament that gathers all the GCC players. Thank you very much again for the support. So, the last year was a very interesting year for fighting games. Started with the release of so many new games, Street Fighter 5 being one. We've had Revelator at the beginning of the year, so many other games coming out. Tekken 7, not yet there, coming on the way. But the interesting thing is, I think the past few months for most of the communities has been a bit quiet. At least from the communities I'm close to, people haven't been playing as much. Maybe we can blame some other games that have been released, Overwatch. But people have been busy with other games. I hope that this tournament will be a chance to reignite the passion, to make people, let's say, fueled up to come back to competition in fighting games. It's a genre we all love and we all come back to eventually. Just a couple of announcements, nothing major, I'm not going to waste more time. GCC Majors 2016 is our hashtag. Anybody using social media, we appreciate that you use this hashtag. It helps us also know what you post about us, so we can also take feedback. It also helps us retweet and support. That's number one. Number two, merchandise. People who have already purchased merchandise, souvenirs, t-shirts, mugs. That corner over there, our friend Mighty Hat is going to handle the merchandise. He's going to help you there. I appreciate anyone who has an order already. Within the next half an hour, he's going to be there. You can come and collect your packets already named and listed. That's number one. People who haven't purchased merchandise but are interested, you can also check. We have a few, not that many, but we have a few pieces which you can purchase on the spot. We also can't forget to thank our sponsors. We have on board SNK, we have on board Capcom. We have Capcom, we have GK Games, we have Hori, we have Turtle Beach. Huge thanks to our sponsors who also allowed this to happen. And thanks to you all. Brackets for the main tournaments today, Street Fighter 5 and Guild Gear, have already been completed. They are ready. You can anybody who has a phone that has internet, you can check challenge. If you're interested, gccmajors.challenge.com. You can have the list of all the tournaments. So you can check those brackets. Smash brackets and KOF brackets will be finalized tonight. They are not yet finalized. So the tournament is going to start now. After this opening ceremony ends, which is now. The tournament is going to start. We have 5 stations here for Street Fighter. We have 5 other stations on the other side for Guilty Gear. People will be calling out your names. I appreciate that you respond. Anyway, since I'm going to stream is going to be for Street Fighter on twitch.tv/GCC Majors. Other stream for Guilty Gear, twitch.tv/GCC Majors 2. The stream will not be up immediately. It still needs just a bit of fine tuning. It probably will be up within half an hour or 1 hour at max. But the bracket and the tournament will start.
question. Is there going to be multiple challenges at the same time, or just a player against a player? I mean, it's going to be 5 screens play, or just 1 screen? 5 screens play?
5 for the qualifiers until we reach top 8. Top 8 will all be on stream and on the projector. Alright? This is basically the stream station and the same on the other side. But for now, since the stream is not yet up, we'll only be using those. Just a very quick reminder for rules. Our colleague Ahmed Al-Kadhim here is just going to give a reminder on any rules, and then we're about to start.
It's good to be back. Thank you again, Fahad, for that excellent opening ceremony. I hope everybody is ready. We're just going to go over a few things that we're going to do. Most of you already know these things, but just how the tournaments work. Every set will be played best 2 out of 3. You have to win 2 matches in order to advance to the next round. In the second match, of course, Smash is accepted from this because its counterpick rules are different. Only the loser can change characters between matches. So if you win the first match, you have to keep your character going into the second match. If you reach top 8, from then on, if you reach the finals, winners, losers, and grand finals will be best 3 out of 5. Another thing is tournaments are all double elimination, so if you lose a set, you still have a chance in the loser's bracket. Do not go home if you lose 1 set. So, other than that, if the rules have been posted on the GCC Majors website, if you perceive that your opponent has violated the rules in any way, and they are not willing to cooperate with you, notify a TO immediately. If you do not come to one of us with a problem that we do not know about, we cannot fix it. So look for the yellow badge in order to tell us about any issues with the rules. Alright, for people who are going to be calling matches for Street Fighter, Malfreeze, raise your hand. Malfreeze is going to be your guy. Anytime you finish a Street Fighter set, talk to Malfreeze, give him the result. Malfreeze, raise your hand so everybody playing Street Fighter can see you. Come forward, come forward. And for Guilty Gear, if T-Zap could come forward, please. So anytime you finish a match, you will talk to one of these guys and let them know what happened, what the score was, so they can update the bracket and we can continue. This is really important so that we can run this tournament as best as we can. As for button checks, you have to talk to your opponent and agree on them before the match and finish them. Please, for games that have button check at the character select screen, do it at the character select screen. Do not waste time by going to a match. You do them on the character select screen, then you do them in the match, and then you go back and start. It takes too much time. Do them on the character select screen and start your matches, please, as best as you can. So, any questions about the rules before we go? Get hyped, fight hard, let's go!